Around Latin America now, the ruling Front for Victory in Argentina has won a clear advantage in Sunday's primary elections. Daniel Scioli, the FPV's candidate to succeed President Cristina Fernandez, received almost 39% of the vote, with 56% of the ballots counted. That's 8 points ahead of his nearest rival, Mauricio Macri, the right-wing mayor of Buenos Aires. Now, Scioli has promised to push forward the changes begun by President Fernandez and her late husband, Néstor Kirchner. The presidential elections are scheduled for October 25th.
I think that a cycle is coming to an end, and it's a moment of change in which the country will get better, whatever choice is made. I think it's a positive movement.
And more than 22 million people participated in the presidential primaries held in Argentina. From Buenos Aires now, our correspondent Laureano Ponce with the latest on those primaries.
Argentina has held its open, simultaneous and mandatory presidential primaries last Sunday. With a turnout of around 70%, more than 22 million voters selected the candidates that will run in the October 25 generals. The electoral authorities pointing out the voting took place normally and no incidents were reported.
We want to point out the effort in each of the 95,000 polling places of more than 500,000 officers in 15 political organizations that had nominated presidential candidates. Also the presence of international observers from more than 10 countries from Europe and the Americas.
With 33% of the votes counted, the ruling Front for Victory's presidential nominee Daniel Scioli led the election, reaching up to 37%. According to several analysts, this result seems to smooth Scioli's path to the generals.
We want to point out the effort in each of the 95,000 polling places of more than 500,000 officers from the 15 political organizations that had nominated presidential candidates. Also the presence of international observers from more than 10 countries from Europe and the Americas.
Running second in the election, the Buenos Aires city mayor Mauricio Macri beat his competitors, Member of Parliament Elisa Carrillo and Senator Ernesto Sanz, as he reached around 25% of the vote and became the presidential nominee for the right-wing coalition Cambiemos.
We know how to make Argentina great, grow again. We know how to end poverty. We know how to build a high-quality public education, quality public health care. We know how to develop our country in a balanced way, so we can have a truly federal Argentina.
Other candidates such as Sergio Massa for the center-right coalition Una Nueva Alternativa and Margarita Stolbizer for the Liberal Front Progresistas will also compete in October. However, the results indicate the presidential race will have Macri and Scioli as its two main competitors. Laureano Ponce, Telesur, Buenos Aires.